Hi, it's Gadget UK here again. As you can see, looking at a pickup here, Fatal Fury Special for the neo-geo AES. Case has seen better days really. There's been some coffee or something spilt on it and it's just looking really dirty. Just have a look over the other side. Yeah, labels and things on it and just like looking really dirty. You can see it's something spilt, so I could tidy that up. It just involves really slipping the sleeve out, you know, sort of opening it up like this, like that, and just slipping the sleeve out. Wipe it down very gently with some just a bit of soap and water really, in a bottle. Just gently, perhaps cotton buds and things in the corners and things. And then what I'll do is I'll put it flat on a table and put like a towel over it and just iron this crease out there. And then clean the case up with, again, soap and water and some ice prop to get these labels off, and then use a bit of plastic polish. Same thing I always use on all these things really, and it should come out really well. Similar thing with the cart really, just needs a bit of a clean. The label is looking perfectly okay there. It's the Japanese version of this, as you can see, hence, you know, the Japanese characters there. It looks in good condition. I need to try and clean the edge connectors up just to make sure, but yeah, pleased with that. Bit of plastic there, I'm not sure where that's come off, probably the case, because these things don't last, they don't weather very well. You can see it being a bit bashed on the inside, but they're really good, these shock boxes. I really like them. I don't plan on collecting loads and loads of games for the AES, but it's just nice to have a few games, and these are games I don't have on the carts on the MVS. At some point, perhaps towards Christmas, I'll get an adapter so I can play MVS games on the AES. But right now, like I say, I'm going to just clean these up. So I'm not going to show you too much of the cleaning up. I'll show you the gameplay and stuff. I'll have a quick look through the manual and what have you. I'll just show you a couple of quick clips there of, you know, sort of perhaps before and afters and things, perhaps part way through cleaning. So you can see what I mean there. It's very rippled if you look, you know, it's creased and stuff. You know, getting the iron onto that, you know, you need to put something in between. Make sure it's damp as well. Should be able to get most of those creases out. But first of all, I want to focus on where this coffee has gone in this corner here. And as I say, it's just a case to get some soap and water on some tissue or cotton bud or something, and just very gently just wipe this area. You might not be able to get it all out, but you don't want to rub. You don't want to put too much pressure on because you're going to rub the ink off. But yeah, there might not be much I can do about that, to be fair. The main thing is just to try and give it a bit of a wipe really, just to get anything off. You can see there's a bit of colour coming off there, so clearly it's leaked, and I can straighten that out a bit. It looks like it is doing now, it's damp. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much with that, I don't think, to be fair. But that same approach, you know, I do the same thing on the whole thing really, is, you know, like I say, just a damp cloth, and just gently wipe. You don't want to put any pressure on really, because you're going to pull any ink off. It's worth checking the paper every now and again just to make sure you're not pulling any ink off. But you'd be amazed at how much dirt get off these and how you can restore colour in places that are faded and what have you. It does make a significant difference. It really does. And then obviously just use a dry. You can see that's just a little bit dirty, so it's not blowing any ink off. Just use a dry one really, just to go over there and just smooth out. And when it evaporates, you know, the streaks and things will clean up. You can see it start to do it in places down here. Just a little bit streaky down here, might just give that another wipe. But that's all there is to it really. Like I say, I think this area up here will be a lot better once it's been ironed and flattened out. Sure, it's a bit discoloured and it's gone yellowish and the ink's run a bit there, but that'll be okay, I'm sure. So the next thing I'm going to do here is the case. Just, let's say, I'm going to start with a bit of ice prop just to clear this label up. You can see it here, it's looking a bit of a mess. So yeah, just rub a bit of ice prop around there and you should see it starts to clear up a bit. When you've got particular persistent glue, you've got to go over it quite a few times. You really do, and sometimes you've got to put a bit of pressure on. See, it's cleaning up a bit there, but there's still some of the adhesive left. And sometimes it's a strange technique, but sometimes I found that if you use sellotape, get a piece of sellotape, stick it on there, press it completely flat, get all the air bubbles out, and then just pull it up. You can actually start to peel this off, but ice prop will get the majority off with some pressure. You've just got to keep rubbing away at it, you know, putting more and more ice prop on it, and eventually you'll start to remove the glue there. that's sticking, but yeah, I'll show you again once that's done, but it's looking a lot better already. There you go, completely removed, not a trace of it. So yeah, I'll just wipe this down with some soap and water again, and then use the plastics on the outside. I'm going to wipe the inside down with some soap and water as well, because if you look in there, that's absolutely filthy. So you can see it's looking a bit ripply there, but it's clean, that's the main thing. It's all shiny and transparent, and all the marks and things have gone off the back there. So once the labels, you know, the inlays in there, that should look pretty good. Just need to do the other side now, which hopefully you can see is dirty again, both on the inside and outside. So that's after giving it a bit of an iron. You can tell you can't get rid of all the creases. You know, you're going to have creases in various places there. You can't avoid them. Can't do anything with this area here. There's something leaked onto there, obviously, and it's discoloured it. But yeah, I can get that back in the case now. So there you go. There's an after shot. It's looking pretty clean now. All of the marks have come off it. Creases are a lot better. Still got a bit of a crease in the back there, and there's still a bit of creasing going on the back of the case as well. But yeah, it's looking an awful lot better. Just have a quick look through the manual here. See what condition this is going to be in. It's not too bad, to be fair. Bear in mind it's all in Japanese, so you know you've got your controls and things here, and difficulty levels, different characters, I think. Showing you a bit about the interface. I'm not sure this is a bit about moves. I think it probably is. Showing you all the different characters there. Maybe a bit of background story for each one of them. It's a shame I've not got an English manual for this. I'll have a look through this now. I'm probably able to work out some of the moves from looking at this. There's quite a lot in here actually. Yeah, you can see the moves and things shown, demonstrated on here, so that's quite good. Really useful to have that. There's a lot of characters, there really are. That's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the game. So here we are, I've plugged it into Beeps' console, just to give his console a bit of another final test really before it goes back. I'm still waiting for a part for his Neo CD, which I'll cover in another video. But one of the things I've done is I've bought myself a new cable. So this is a proper cable. Now the difference between this one and Beeps, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, the pins look the same there in the arrangement, but the top two pins there are bent inwards. You know, whoever did this cable to start with, it's not a proper, it's not the proper cake, you know, DIN connector you need there for the AES. So it's a bit tight, to say the least. I've got a couple of spare connectors that I'm going to package to go back with that. So if Beeps wants to fit a proper connector, he can. There's one in the bag ready to go. Like I said, there's two there, one for his AES and one for this. But in the meantime, like I say, I'm using my own connector, which is a stereo one, which I purchased off eBay. Sorry, you can see the wire here, it goes all the way around, so you can connect it up to the front, and that gives you stereo sound. So I'll just switch this on. I might turn this down a bit. It sounds a lot better in stereo, I have to admit. I should turn it down a touch. Sweet. So let's go normal. I'm not going to play too much of this because I'm not very good at it. So you've got two different strengths in this. A button for quick punch, B for a quick kick, C for strong punch, and D for a strong kick. I think you've got a combination there. You press to get a special move of some sort. Is it C and D? I'm not sure. A and B, yeah, moves you to the alternative line. C and D button for a very strong attack. Okay. So I'll go with Terry. Ah, you get to pick your opponent. That's interesting. It's just getting it. Sweet. One of the things I didn't notice about this, you've got parallax sort of scrolling going on in the background there you didn't get in the earlier Fatal Fury games, well certainly not Fatal Fury 1. Told you to get my ass handed to. Oh dear. the way his hat flies off there, it's a nice little touch. I quite like these Fatal Fury games, hence why I bought this, you know. It's a bit more detailed than some of the other, you know, King of Fighters games and stuff. Just lots of little nice touches there. Really need a proper stick to do this, like an arcade stick or something. It's pretty hard on the D-pad. Sweet. Let's see if we can try a different character. Let's go with that. Shoot, that sea's changed colour. Maybe it's got like nighttime, daytime and stuff, I don't know. I'm sure it was blue before, it's like a purple sort of sunset sort of colour. Oh. Look at his health, it's like so much harder than I am. It's like, I find it really difficult in this kind of game, I really do. The animation's excellent. The music's pretty good in this game as well. Say the same old things when I do these MBS videos because they are, you know, well known for having good music, good graphics, good sound. It's just synonymous with, you know, neo-geo really. Oh dear. Anyway, you get the general look and feel of the game and stuff. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.